Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Tonight, I want to take you on a journey far, far away into the deepest velvet of space to tell you a story about a tiny star with a very big wish. In a galaxy shimmering with countless stars, each one a brilliant beacon of light, lived a little star named Twinkle. Now, Twinkle wasn't the biggest or the brightest. In fact, compared to the grand ancient stars that blazed around him, he felt quite small and ordinary. He would watch the magnificent supernovas burst with cosmic colors and listen to the wise old pulsars hum their rhythmic songs, and he couldn't help but feel a little insignificant. Every night, he would gaze across the cosmos at the planets and moons, especially at a beautiful blue and green marble called Earth. He saw cities that glowed like fallen constellations and oceans that mirrored the galaxy above. He saw people tiny as stardust looking up at him, and he longed for them to see him specifically. More than anything, Twinkle wished to be special. He wanted to shine so brightly that someone, somewhere on that distant world, would point up and say, "Look, that one. That's my favorite star." One evening, a wise old comet named Halley, with a tail of shimmering ice and dust, swept past Twinkle's corner of the sky. Halley had seen the universe, traveled through nebulae, and danced around black holes. He noticed the little star's dim, sorrowful light. "What troubles you, little one?" Halley hummed, his voice like the gentle ring of cosmic dust. "Oh, Comet Halley," sighed Twinkle, "I'm just so small. I want to be bright and spectacular like the Great Bear or the North Star. I want someone on Earth to make a wish upon me, but my light is too weak. No one even notices I'm here." Halley twinkled knowingly. "Ah, but you misunderstand what makes a star truly special," he said. "It is not about being the biggest or the brightest. True brightness comes from the warmth you share, not just the light you cast." Twinkle didn't quite understand, but the comet's words planted a tiny seed of hope in his gaseous heart. "Be patient," Halley advised. "Your moment will come. Just keep shining your truest, warmest light." And with a final, brilliant flourish of his tail, Halley continued on his journey across the cosmos. Twinkle took the comet's words to heart. He stopped comparing himself to the giant stars. Instead, he focused on shining his own light as warmly and steadily as he could. He poured all his energy, all his hope, and all his heart into his glow. It wasn't a dazzling, blinding light, but a gentle, steady, and kind one. Back on Earth, in a quiet little town, lived a young girl named Lily. Lily loved the stars more than anything. Every night, she would sit by her window with her telescope, not looking for the famous constellations, but searching for the quiet, forgotten stars in between. She felt a bit like them, not the loudest or the most popular kid in her class, just Lily. One night, while her parents were arguing downstairs, Lily felt a familiar knot of sadness tighten in her chest. The loud voices made her feel small and lost. She grabbed her teddy bear, climbed onto her window seat, and looked up at the night sky, hoping to find some peace. Her eyes scanned the familiar patterns, and then she saw it, a tiny, gentle star she hadn't noticed before. It wasn't trying to be the brightest, but it shone with a steady, comforting warmth that seemed to reach right down to her. It felt that kind. As she watched, the little star seemed to pulse with a soft, steady glow, as if it were a celestial heartbeat. It didn't shout for attention. It simply was. And in its quiet, persistent light, Lily felt a sense of calm wash over her. It felt like the star was shining just for her, a tiny, warm friend in the vast, cold darkness. She didn't need to make a wish. Just seeing it was enough. "I'll call you Twinkle," she whispered, a small smile gracing her lips for the first time that evening. She felt a connection to that little star, a quiet understanding. From that night on, whenever she felt sad or lonely, Lily would look for her star, and Twinkle was always there, a steady, warm presence in the sky. Up in the cosmos, Twinkle felt a change. A tiny, wonderful warmth was flowing back to him from the distant blue marble. He couldn't see Lily, but he could feel her gaze. He could feel her friendship. It was a connection stronger than gravity, a light more beautiful than any nebula. He was Lily's star. His wish had come true, not by becoming the brightest, but by being the truest. He realized Comet Halley was right. His purpose wasn't to outshine everyone else. It was to be a beacon of hope for someone who needed it. His light, combined with Lily's hope, created a glow far more beautiful than he could ever have produced on his own. He shone with the warmth of friendship, the light of purpose, and the glow of being cherished. And so the littlest star in the galaxy learned the greatest lesson of all, that every single light, no matter how small, has the power to make a dark night a little bit brighter for someone. You don't have to be the biggest or the most brilliant to make a difference. You just have to shine with all your heart. Your unique, wonderful, and perfect light is exactly what someone somewhere is looking for. Just like Twinkle. Never forget that your own light is important. It might feel small at times, but it has the power to bring warmth and comfort to others in ways you may never even know. Keep shining, be true to yourself, and you will find your own sky to brighten. Thank you so much for joining me for this story. I hope it brought a little sparkle to your day. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more stories from our little corner of the universe. Until next time, keep looking up.